Yep, obviously. Okay, time to get serious about being basic because the stakes have never been higher. Okay, all right. Let's talk about time frames today. Okay, this is all about time frames. So I'm looking at the 2017 bull market on daily candles. I'm just gonna make a few observations about the 2017 bull market on daily candles. I'll look at Bitcoin. I'll look at Ethereum and also the total coin market cap index. Okay, what's the first thing we notice? The first thing we notice is that there is one high, and then one more high that's just ever so slightly higher, okay? So this is the high point. So now we know the high point. So what do we do when we know the high point? We go Fibonacci's, right? We go hardcore Fibonacci's. I'm getting excited because what I'm about to tell you is actually really good news. Like I got mad good news for you, but this is going to sound scary at first, but bear with me, okay? So we got Fibonacci's, we know the high, we know the low, and then we see the classic retracement on daily candles. Look how long this took to play out, right? Like, just look at the shape. This is all about shape, okay? So we know the altcoins pumped in this 702 period. So this was a relatively short period of actual time. I mean, like, think about how this lasted December 22nd to January 6th. Very, very short period of time. Now, let's look at Ethereum as it relates to that whole period of time, okay? So what do we got? Top of Ethereum right around, or, the first top of Ethereum right around the first top of Bitcoin, right? Sell off. Look at this. This is during the 702. Look how late this is after the 702 retracement. January 14th, Ethereum has just now topped. Now, this is considerably a long time after Bitcoin has made its second top on the 702. Like, Bitcoin selling off. Look at this. Ethereum pumping these days. Look, Ethereum pumping. Look at this. Woo! Ethereum ripping this whole time. I'm not saying that, Ethereum is about to do necessarily that. I'm just making a few observations. Don't get ahead of ourselves, right? So look at this. Bitcoin's crushed. Everyone's hopes are gone, but Ethereum is going absolutely crazy. Why is that happening? Obviously, Bitcoin is selling off. It's going into Ethereum. Ethereum is the major obvious altcoin. It was a low market cap asset at this point. Consider that our coins now have much higher market caps, meaning it takes more money to make these coins rip. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. But we have a lot more assets in the market, a lot more lower market cap assets with good fundamentals in this market as compared to the 2017 market. Catch my drift? All right, we'll come back to all this. Okay, so we got this basic shape. That's our first thing to consider. We looked at Ethereum as it relates to that. I'll just take a quick look at the total crypto market cap. Same thing, right? So here we are over here. Look at this back here. It's basically it's the same kind of setup, right? It's almost exactly the same, but this is the entire market moving. Just the only thing to note is that the entire total crypto market cap tops out at 756 billion, right? On January 5th. This is considerably after Bitcoin has topped, okay? This is the total coin market cap. Just a few observations to make. Okay, moving forward now. All right. So I'm going to propose a temporary dynamic system that I think will help illustrate the point that I'm trying to make right now. I'm going to go to our current bull market. Right now it's set up on the daily candles, right? Set up on the daily candles. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set it up on the weekly candles. Now, I have implied many times before that our cycles are getting longer, exponentially longer, right? So if we're going to draw comparisons from the 2017 bull market and we look at that on the weekly candles, well, we don't see a whole bunch of similarities. But remember, when we're looking on the daily candles, doesn't this look a little bit, at least it's a little bit more manageable, right? A little bit more manageable, even though it still looks quite different, right? But here's the keys. We got a few similarities. We got one high, and then we just got a high a little bit higher, just a little bit higher. Okay, so now we're talking. So if we're going to pretend like this is our 2017 bull market, then we should account for a 50% crash. And we have not had a 50% crash yet, right? So we got 69,420 up here. So what's half of that? You know what I'm saying? It's going to get bloody down here, kids. You understand what I'm saying? I'm being real with you right now. But if I'm being real with you, then you know that the rewards on the other side of this are beyond beyond anything you'd ever thought you would ever be a part of when you were like 12 and you were like wondering, oh, I wonder how I'm going to like get my money someday, right? This is it. This is the answer to your question. Because if we're looking at this and we're not thinking about time now, we're just comparing shapes like we just were to the 2017 bull market. We've got our, that foreshadow high. We got the actual high. The high is in. So now we're looking for that 702 retracement. But where's it coming? Well, if we're going to account for a 50% crash like we had in 2017, let's shoot it down here. Let's do a quick little regression model. Let's go. I'm going to make this ugly. This is going to be sad. This is going to break your hearts, all right? But it's really just opportunity, okay? It's going to go something like this maybe, right? Ooh. Oh, yeah. All right. We're looking for that 702. Can we get the 702? We're going to hit the 702. Yeah. Maybe. Oh, maybe. Oh, my hand's just doing this. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Double top. Yeah. All right. That makes sense. All right, let's see if I actually nail that 702. I was trying to draw the 702 in there. So I'm talking about. All right. This might be important information for everybody here. Look at this. Oh my God. I'm looking at these dates down here, right? We're looking at that. Yes. I'm not saying these dates are even realistic. I'm not saying like, it's going to take till May or potentially June, right? But if it does, who cares? Who cares? Why is that a bad thing? Why? Because literally in this entire time, this entire retracement to the 702, the altcoin market is going to be moving relatively impulsively. But check this out. This is a long period of time. So it's almost like when we look back at these XRP, impulsive, like legendary impulse pumps, right? The classic, these are like so legendary, right? It's like, whoa, like how did you even, how'd you even comprehend that? Well, the good news of what we have setting up here is that a play like this would actually, just based on all this stuff I just kind of like intuited, would take a considerable amount of time. And remember, don't forget, dude. I just showed you in the 2017 bull market, Bitcoin's already been crushed to hell. So now look at this. August 2022, dude. Bitcoin's getting crushed to hell. This is selling off and going into altcoins. I'm giving you a timeline right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm giving you a straight up timeline right now. Woo! All right, let's accept the reality of that. Also, let's accept the reality that this regression model is garbage, right? It means nothing. I think the only thing that has really any weight in this entire presentation that I'm giving you right now is the 702 level. And knowing that the 702 level will be revisited, and knowing that it might not just be revisited, it might go up again, even higher. I mean, we never hit the 4.236 extension on the structure from 2017, which I've talked about before. I'm being conservative. I'm being very conservative in saying that the end of the market is certainly going to be at this 60,000 level for Bitcoin, which could come in based on this regression model as late as, the summer, right? That's all I'm saying about this. And the implication being that just be patient and all prophecies are fulfilled over time, especially this one. And I can imply that maybe there's a chance that this 702 gets broken through, right? That's a very symbolic moment through crypto, through stocks, like in all the meme stocks. Like I could get into that. I could show you 702 on meme stocks. Who cares? It doesn't matter. But when you see a breakthrough on a 702, that's a pivotal moment. Like that could send the crypto market into another bull cycle. Like it literally could. I'm being conservative in saying that that doesn't seem like it would happen, because that truly would break the cycle. That truly would break the cycle. In crypto so far, we do head and shoulders, right? We got a head and shoulders. We got head, we got shoulder, and this is the other shoulder. That's what we see in the other bull markets as well, on the proper time frames, of course. You could see that this is sort of a head and shoulders too, right? Like this is basic concept, super simple. So I'm pointing out a grand head and shoulders here, right? You see my grand head and shoulders? my regression model was very harsh, but I'm just trying to put the timeline perspective in your minds. That's really the key that I want to emphasize. And over the next videos, I'll talk more about altcoins, but right now I just wanted to show you what this market trajectory could look like, and also consider how the world narrative relates to that, right? So this whole kind of, giant global economic collapse that I'm implying, and all this, this could take a long time to play out as well, right? Like the global economic collapse, the whole central banks kind of like just their whole paradigm gets subverted and everything like that. Like that could take a while to play out. And if it does, that could be your entire Bitcoin 702 retracement on which the altcoins will rise. And that will also, I'll show you my my SPY regression model. That will correlate to what I've been thinking about the SPY. Look at this. SPY bounces off the 4.236 extension. Look at that, right? And I had drawn that regression model right around when it was doing this, and like got to see the head and shoulders. That's what I'm looking for. So this thing, look at that timing. So this thing selling off, the money from this selling off pumps into altcoins, pumps into the whole crypto market, pumps through all the stock market. Obviously, has a little bit more up here. Another big sell off. All of this money flooding through markets, that's what could be aligning with the timeline that I drew just, on Bitcoin here. So giving you just things to think about. Use your creativity, like create a narrative that makes sense to you, right? So anyway, dude, good, dude. All right, hold on, dude. Right, invincible all the way to your home.